G'day, folks. It's Mick Ruby. It's Friday. Oh, full of gas, full of energies, and I can't stop watching those scenes. Basically, we lifted the trophy, as we know. We won the Carabao Cup, but that's all done and dusted. Let's put it away. But what a week of football we had, and what a week of football, a weekend of football we are going to have. I mean, we basically swept away Barcelona. We qualified in the Europa League. We qualified through fifth round in the quarterfinals in the FA Cup by winning against West Ham with the scintillating 3-1 victory. That was just amazing seeing. I'm starting to get addicted with the Erik ten Hag team football and how we play. I just want to see more. I want to win more. I want to win more. I want to see where we can get with this team and this trophy. Trophy hunt, to be honest. Let's face it, right? This weekend is a little bit about, it's just about going to Scouserland. We're talking about the biggest game of the season, according to my opinion as a United fan. We're talking about going to Anfield, the Battle of Anfield, and trying to get 3 points out of Liverpool. But to understand why this is the biggest game of the season, we just need to have to look at the Premier League table as it stands today. I mean, let's face it, right? Liverpool is kind of finding a little bit of a run of form. They've been a little bit of up and down, win, lose, win, lose. But if you look at, they're currently sitting on the sixth, right? And they're only like 3 points away from actually entering into the top four, with a one game, actually one game less than Tottenham. So they're sitting on 39, while Tottenham on 45. Correction. But if that win that game, they're just basically literally 2 or 3 points behind Tottenham. So that puts them into a dangerous position that they have to win. On the other hand, looking at Manchester United, to protect our chances to even trying to win second or first place, we pretty much need to win this game to stay connected within Manchester and Arsenal's reach, right? Arsenal and City, they have played one game more than us, and we're currently sitting like 49 points. But if we kind of win against Liverpool, that puts us on, let's see, 52 points, and that's just 3 points behind City and about 8 points behind Arsenal. And that's quite plausible. That's quite doable. And what does this mean for the rest of the season? Well, seriously, like we are we in a title race? Well, talk to me after the Anfield game, because I certainly believe that we can do it. Like if we look at the realistically the game of fixtures what Manchester United have, I would arguably say that we comparing likes to likes within Arsenal and City, we are kind of, yeah, the toughest games we are facing within these fixtures is we have 14 prem games left to play for. We have 42 points left to play for. Well, so can we reach our 80 points tally this season, which we haven't done since since Jose Mourinho in a way. But the biggest games that I'm seeing in terms of our fixtures is, of course, we're playing Liverpool, and then we're playing, the Europa League, Betis. Then we have Southampton at home, then Betis away again, and then we have Fulham at home. Brighton has been postponed, Newcastle away. But the biggest game in terms of the top six is Newcastle, Chelsea, and Tottenham. Spurs away. I mean, these are winnable games according to my opinions. West Ham, yes, playing home at Wolverhampton, Fulham, Brentford. Yeah, I mean, if you compare to our fixture comparing to what, let's say, Arsenal have, well, Arsenal currently, according to my opinion, in terms of their fixtures, they have 4 games. That is kind of a little bit of banana skin for them. Okay, they're playing Liverpool away. That's going to be a very interesting fixture. That is also they're playing City as well, and that's very, very decisive within the top 4. They're also playing home at Chelsea. God knows where Chelsea is going to be at that point of time on the 29th of April, but also Newcastle away. So anything could be happening as well. Brighton is also a tricky team. So I believe that, Arsenal can drop a lot of points, but what about City? Let's have a look at City. Well, they have a little bit of easier fixture, of course, barring that they're playing in the Champions League. They're playing Liverpool at home. That is also a must-win game for Liverpool to stay connected within the top 4. They're also playing then Arsenal as well at home. That should win that game, but they're also playing Chelsea at home. So, barring to have that, I think, City is pretty much the favorites to cleanse this the first spot and win the Premier League. But I really, really want Arsenal in that case. If I had to choose between cholera and HIV, I probably choose cholera, to be honest. And I probably choose Arsenal to win the league just because I don't want City to surpass our record, if you know what I mean. But how are we going to line up? That's the big question. I mean, we know that they are really bit of a run of form at the moment. I know, I know. This sounds a little bit crazy, Mick. Am I nervous? No. On a good day, if we compare likes to likes, we have a better defense than they have. A very shady defense. Van Dijk hasn't been himself lately. In terms of our midfield, I mean, going back to our back four, I mean, come on. We have Luke Shaw, that's amazing. We have Varane, the partnership of Varane and the Butcher Martinez, which is probably the best centre back pairing in Europe at the moment. And the tough choice between Aaron Wan-Bissaka, that's kind of rejuvenized his career under Erik ten Hag, and also the choice of Diego Dalot. Midfield looks very, very solid. We are pretty much better midfield than them have. We have of course, the world-class Casemiro as a CDM, and the choice between having even Sabitzer playing in a double pivot or Bruno or Fred. Yeah, Fred. Fred has been tremendous. In terms of the attacking line, are we going to compare their attacking towards our attacking line? We see a Mo Salah that's kind of stagnated a bit. We have two left feet. Darwin Nunes, thank God we didn't sign him. That seems can't find the goal unless it's shooting over and find the ball in Sainsbury car park. Jokes aside, but it's rivalry. We're allowed to do banter, and what else? Diego Jota and all of that. But we have Marcus Rashford on fire. We have Weghorst. Weghorst might not score many goals, but he's a team player. And what we've seen Weghorst doing is playing as a false number 9 or 10, linking up Marcus Rashford. We have Garnacho as weapon. We have Sancho, Anthony. We have many, many, many choices to come in and do this round. Now, in terms of what I think it's going to be, it's a hostile environment to go to Anfield. But, on form, we are unstoppable at the moment. We are the favorite, probably one of the best teams in Europe at the moment. Let's look at the starting 11. That's always interesting, isn't it? All right, then. In terms of the starting 11, I see following with logic and reasoning. This is a tough one because at the end of the day, it's very, very hard to predict what Erik ten Hag wants to do and wants to go, especially when it comes time to Liverpool. For me, it's all about giving it back to them, to stick it up to them and basically humiliate them on Anfield by hopefully 4-0, like they did to us. We're not going to talk about that PTSD game where with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when they humiliated us with 4-0, and they were like humble enough to take the pedal of the foot off the gas in the second half. But I see the following logic and reasoning, and I will explain to you why. David De Gea, of course, this is the best shop stopper in the world. David De Gea has been immense, right? Don't go on my keeper. We see Martinez is any given Sunday he will start together with Varane. Luke Shaw, 100% on his left back. Casemiro, actually, Wan-Bissaka has to start to stop the pace of Darwin Nunes. And I will get back into that later on why. Casemiro is given as the best CDM, the L Registra. I think at this point of time, I think he will go with Sabitzer because Sabitzer is more press resistant. He's good at going forward, although we need the likes of Destroyer Fred, but Fred can always come in the second half. Bruno, for me, goes as number 10. Up front, we will see Weghorst together with Sancho and Rashford. This is kind of my predicted 11, and why I'm doing so? Well, definitely we need to look at Erik ten Hag's in-game management in the second half. So we've seen how Erik ten Hag starts his first half, and if that doesn't work, you see is game changes, what he does in the second half to adjust. He doesn't just do the likes for like. He just analyzes the whole game. He knows what doesn't work and he knows how to change the game. So in terms of the second half, I see the following in terms of the game changers. I'm always talking about weapons, what Erik ten Hag also does. In the second half, I see if he starts with Sabitzer, I would see Fred coming in instead of Sabitzer as a weapon. Fred has, bagged a few goals recently. I mean, Fred has been immense. Like, comparing to last season, we all wanted him Fred out. In terms of game changer, is star boy wonder Alejandro Garnacho. Come on, this guy can easily replace Sancho when we need a game changer. And I think Garnacho will score against Liverpool. If we want to, though, go more forward on the right-hand side, supporting, the right-hand side, if we are 1-up, 2-up, or even 1-1, it is most possible that Wan-Bissaka will be replaced with Dalot. So that's kind of my logic and reasoning in terms of how I think Erik ten Hag will line up. But again, sometimes you wish you lived inside Erik ten Hag's head or were fly strategy boardroom. But yeah, it's going to be electric. It's going to be magical. But let me know your startup. What do you think? Who will start and who will be replaced? In terms of the score prediction, that's always interesting. The score prediction. Let's talk about the score prediction, shall we? All right, and I think this one will be a toe-to-toe football. Very, very entertaining. I don't know if it's going to be a high score, but it's definitely going to open up and be a high-end entertaining football. All right. You know how I said we are currently better on form than Liverpool, but you never know what you're going to get with the Liverpool side with Jurgen Klopp, and especially with the wounded animal, they are kind of aiming to solidify the fourth spot. Defensively, we know they're quite wide open, especially with the balls behind where Rashford can run, the speed of Garnacho, the speed of Anthony, the trickery. And we also seen that the defensive line in terms of Van Dijk is not the same. Arguably, it could be an open game where it can be 3-2 United. But I more would like to see a slap back with 4-0 United. Realistically speaking, if I may say so, I think it's going to be a 2-1 Manchester United, but my heart says 3-1 Manchester United. So I'm conflicted. What's it going to be, Mick? What's your score prediction? I said 2-1 United, but I reserve for 3-1 United. Again, this is my score prediction. I'm excited. Sunday is looming. Sunday's coming. Guys, let me know what you think. What is your score prediction? Drop a like to this video. Drop your score comments in the comments below. There's a lots of links and buttons down there below, so you can click, share, tell your friends about this video. And on Sunday, Mufc Realist TV will be covering this in terms of a full lineup reaction. We're going live 60 minutes before the game, where the lineup comes up. Me and Jay Daly and a couple of more crew members from Mufc Realist TV will react to the lineup, but also we will watch the game, but not do a watch along. We will come back 10 minutes after the whistle, and we will do our post-match analysis. And Jay Daly, of course, is going to bring his realistic uppercuts as he used to do. Guys, this is Mick Ruby. It's a short preview from me. Please like and subscribe to this video and tell others about this. We are a fan channel by a fan for the fan, allowing you to be real for real. Be a Manchester United fan wherever you are in the world, because we do not support elitism. Guys, I wish you a fantastic weekend ahead, and please be nice to each other in socials, and see you on Sunday. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.